5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
They say this shit. But look, I'm
Yo,
trying to.
y'all know what it is. Trenches News, man. Swiper, man. Y'all already know, man. Y'all can follow me at Swiper3837. Make sure y'all follow me on Clubhouse. I'm doing the music reviews Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Give y'all opportunity, man. The winners of the week, I'm promote y'all on my YouTube, my IG, and all that shit. I got my boy Came for Nothing, O Block Hood, and I got 039 Freaky in this motherfucker, my low end family. Let's get it, man. Rest in peace to Big Meat, man. Rest in peace to my OG, man. Big Meat, man.
This wait, this is colossal because you really got your little setup going. Like this is colossal. How many people on here?
26 right now.
This is some next level stuff right here. Who is him?
What's going on?
Yeah, cool. We got Jules in the building too, man.
Yeah.
Man, we freestyling shit, man. We getting it on, man.
Yeah, bro. We go freestyle before we gotta keep this shit. To keep this shit straight, gotta keep so that way we gotta stay on topic, man. Ain't no just freestyling. We gotta give these people what they want, but we gotta give it to them in a presentable way, man. Y'all keep that shit first and foremost, first. But yeah, man, Came from nothing. Y'all already know, man. We finna get it in tonight. I'm gonna be asking 039 Freak. This my homie, man. I met folks when my freshman year when I was at Harlan, folks. Him and Scooter, my boys for real. Like, it's a story that I'm gonna tell. A little bit later, man. We gonna get into a story about like some shit that went down on the block. What happened with us and like some of the guys and shit. But we gonna tell y'all that later. We gonna get in that later.
Remember we got put out an old girl crib. Scooter got us put out an old girl crib like 3 a.m, bro.
We not gonna talk about that. We not gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about that.
Hey, but look, the crazy thing, the nigga tell me, at least you got a story to tell. Like, this is the nigga told me,
and Dotto, rest in peace to Scooter too, man. A lot of y'all know
Rest in peace to Scooter, man. Rest in peace to Scooter, man. OBN Scooter, man. Rest in peace to Scooter, Van Dog, all them boys, man.
For sure. Yeah, y'all might want to share this one tonight. Y'all might want to share this one tonight. Hey, for real, man. Make sure y'all share, y'all like it, y'all subscribe to me, and y'all subscribe to folks if y'all ain't already subscribed. We finna get y'all what y'all looking for tonight, bro. We got a lot of shit, a lot of stories and a lot of wisdom, and a lot of projects of, just shit that we feel like we could use to, educate the youths. My boy Freaky, he got a, some things that's up and coming, that we gonna touch on, and we gonna get to it.
It's just crazy on the platform though, like, cause they really be watching and they really be wanting to know what's going on. But like, that's the crazy part. Like, y'all, they be entertained by what we going through. Like, and this really ain't no entertainment. Like, this is real life. Like, but it's just like that's just. It's amusing though. Like, it's amusing though. Like, I'm sitting here and I'm seeing y'all don't really got in the mode once it done got started. So it's like I'm gonna act like this is next level. He told me don't cuss for the first 2 minutes. Yeah, but it's like some man, look.
Yeah, it's crazy.
To be able to see the viewers.
Yeah, you gonna have to get you another device. But hey, Jules, what's up with you, my boy? Everything safe
chilling
in the area?
Yeah, I'm just feeling everything's safe today so far.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out to 039 Freaky. It's my first time ever meeting you. My name is Jules. Sure. I'm here in Atlanta right now, Trenches News. I've been all over the country, Freaky. So yeah, that's why I'm here. We're trying to do youth centers all over the country. Like you saying, people they enjoy seeing us kill each other, Latinos, and that's why I'm on here, because we're trying to unite the Latino and so-called black gangs. You know what I'm saying? At least here in Atlanta. We did it up north a little bit with the Vice Lords and Gangster Disciples. We were able to unite a little bit up there. So that's what we're trying to do, bro. So shout out to all the kings out there. We in here.
Let me respond to something. Somebody say, yo, Came from nothing. KD and Lil Mario says you switched on the guys. First off, I ain't switch on nobody. I'm trying to use, like they want to continue to put pollution in the world. I'm trying to bring some positivity from that block. That's the only, you feel me? Y'all want juice, y'all want stories talking about the fall in like Vons and the T Roys and the J Moneys, and that's what I give y'all. That's what I was giving them in terms of like switching on them, how I switch on them. Because I said a few of them was bitches and crybabies back when they was shorties. That's true. Nigga, that's true. I feel like if you was a bitch when you was a shorty, you can never be no real, like, you feel me? Some of us is natural born warriors, and a lot of niggas just be followers. So they follow this shit. They don't be naturally like that. You feel me? Niggas be followers. And Lil Mario is a little fucking boy. Lil Mario is a little boy. He wasn't doing like, come on, bro. You talking to me about that's a little boy. Like, come on, let's get into that. These is little boy. He's sitting here telling me that's his blog now and all this good. Man, if you go look at this little nigga, look at him on his Instagram. Just look at him. That's his man. Get your little fruity, goofy, Bruford ass up out of there. Like, I ain't switch on nobody. Niggas was out here telling me, like, oh, watch my back, like, come back to the block, like, telling me fake, like, you know, fake threatening me. You feel me? Playing with my life. Like, I ain't gonna say all that extra on here, but hey, niggas know exactly how I be coming. And Lil Mario know. Lil Mario know, like, why he think that me and T Roy got along so well. Niggas will never try me. Niggas never tried me then. And I damn sure hope niggas don't try me now. Cause it's not like, bro, I'm gonna do whatever I can to protect myself. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to speak positivity. We don't need to be glorifying anything that comes from
Hey,
that block. That's my main point.
KD definitely a thorn, whoever the fuck he is. I ain't never heard of him, but he a thorn. Church's News said it, nigga. Let's go. Church's News said it, nigga. I'm ready for you, little niggas. My bag up, nigga. I'm ready for you, little niggas. My bag up, nigga. What you want, the cash app under that ass?
Yeah. Yeah, these comments be crazy, bro.
I can see the comments though. I can see the comments.
Hey, we got 039 Freaky in the building, man. Y'all show him some love, man. Y'all gonna follow me at 039 Freaky at all platforms. Hey, Freaky,
And I
man.
love them too, man.
Hey,
I
Freaky.
love all the guys for real.
Yo.
I don't never know why a nigga think that I didn't love them. I just want motherfuckers to do better for real. Niggas, we gonna touch on that later. I'm gonna touch on that topic later.
It really just be lacking of understanding because certain people like they just don't understand where your head at. So like you got to think of it like that. Like, all right, nigga might say this, nigga might say that, but your head in a different space from theirs. You know, everybody don't think on the same level. So it's like you just got to chop that up as what it is. Like I can't really say nothing about it and got no say so about it because that ain't my situation. That's your situation. But it's under the act like, you know, that's just be what it is. Everybody gonna always have an opinion, but really opinions don't count. Like opinion don't get you nowhere. That opinion ain't gonna put no money in your pocket. You feel me? That opinion ain't gonna put no house over your head at night. So it's like, you know, you just gotta keep that in mind.
Hey, that's true. That's right.
Hey, how many viewers on here?
53.
53 folks. Stop asking that shit, man. Fuck this shit. Get into this shit.
I be wanting to know.
Fuck that. Look though. Look. So look, man. I want to start it off like this, man. I want you to get a people. You know, a lot of people. I don't know. You know, some of them might know you. Some of them might not know you. I want you to give them a little bit about where you come from and exactly some of the names. You know, the niggas that you think that motherfuckers would be most familiar with, you know, tell them a couple of your homies and you feel me, just tell a little bit about make it, you know, a little brief story about you and the niggas you grew up with.
You know, I'm from the low end. I'm from 39. I'm from Oakwood, you know. Everybody there, I've been seeing my homie them, y'all seeing my homie them rapping and shit. My cousin D-Wade, he rapping, Santana, he rapping. So it's like, you know, that's what's going on with that, but that's where I'm from. And shit, that's what it's been. That's what it's been. But it's like I'm born and raised, though, you know. I'm born and raised. I'm from Newtown Projects. My people them, they from the wheels, but you know, that's just what it is. It's like I don't know. I don't really know because I'm not understanding what they know, and I'm not like it's like what is there to speak on, you know, like everybody.
Yeah, no. I just want you to touch on. You feel me? All right, that's that. We got that out the way. But like Scooter. A lot of niggas know about Scooter in these streets for real, bro. A lot of niggas heard about you know, niggas know about when you get a name in Chicago, it's normally for a reason. And this was your closest homie, man. Just touch on the type of person that Scooter was, you know, outside of what motherfuckers to know him to be, man. Touch on y'all relationship, how y'all first met, and you know, give them a little insight about that, man.
Hey, the crazy thing is, right, you know, cause I had started come back on the low end. I got a little older, but like the first day I came on the block, they was going to fight the ops. They was going to fight the ops, and it was like, fuck it, I'm going too. Shit, that's what it is. I'm going too. Fuck it, that's what we all did. But it just be so crazy. Like as time went on, time progressed. That's like he older than me, so that's like my big brother. But he's my best friend. But in a way, it's like it's just shit. I mean, he was a good person when it come to his, but it's like when you on the other side of the fence, ain't nobody gonna be no friends. Ain't no friends when you on the other side of the fence. Like you mess with them people over there, and we ain't really got too much in common. So it'd be able to act like yeah. But as far as him as a person, it's just like the potential he had is different. But it'd be like those be the ones that die. Like, because a lot of the little shorties and shit that was from our block, they used to look up to him. So it's like, oh damn, they like when they see him doing something, they want to do it, or they want to be like this. But this is what was going on, and this was the trend. So everybody wanted to be the same. Like everybody, like anybody from them blocks, like the main blocks, they be knowing each other. Everybody be knowing each other. Like, oh yeah, dude from over there, he one of them niggas, or dude from over there, he one of them niggas. So it's like, he was a main figure and what we had going on at the time. But
So yeah, the dudes that y'all was in tour with, did y'all? Because I know the niggas that like we grew up in tour with, the niggas we grew up fighting and shit. Like we kind of stayed real close to them. The niggas that y'all was in tour with, did y'all go to school with them and shit? Did y'all really like know them? Did y'all like how that shit? The niggas that y'all was in tour with, how that shit come about? From your knowledge.
it was many different reasons though. There was many different reasons. It just be, it'd be like little crazy stuff, like and like it's like the best way to describe it. Like it really just be a misunderstanding and jealousy among niggas. Cause like some of the people we got into it with, they wanted to be into it because we ain't want to be with them. Like it'd be under the act like that, or it's like, oh y'all doing more of this, or y'all got more females than this, and niggas just behaving like that. Be most niggas' problem nowadays. Niggas behaving, everybody ain't understand. Like it's enough for everybody. You feel me? It's enough for everybody with everything. Like cause it's plentiful. Like the world is plentiful, so it ain't.
Exactly. All right. So cool. We got that out the way. I want you to tell, because there's a lot of shorties out here that they look up to a lot of shit that Chicago really got going on for real, as far as how we jump off the porch early, playing with guns and going on drills and shit, bro. Just tell them like a little bit about like, man, the cases and shit you got, and like the shit you done got yourself in, the little band you got yourself in, man.
I mean, as far as that, like the little shorties, they be misled. They don't really be understanding what's going on. Like, cause when I was coming up, I ain't really know what was going on. Like, shit, it be to the fact like really in my eyes, like the '90s babies, like y'all really like we like the last generation of project kids. All these other kids, y'all just following the trend, cause it's like under the act like when them projects was up, like most people was born into this shit. Like, okay, you born in this project, this what it is, this what's over it. Like, so this what it is. Like, okay, it's like these mutual ops, like these been ops since forever. Like my family in particular, like shit, my uncle got killed when I was 4. You feel me? My uncle got killed when I was 4, so that means my family been a victim of gun violence way before I even was like really even thinking, like really had real thoughts. You feel me? So it's under the act like, okay, it's just the cycle of life. This is what it is. But it's like under the act like everybody just be continuing it. So it's like when you jump out the porch, niggas don't even really understand what they getting themselves into until it start getting real. You feel me? Niggas start going to jail. Your friends start dying. So now it's like, okay, this is reality hitting them. But even when reality hit them, niggas really still don't pay attention. They still play it like it's a game, like you get to live twice or something. Like, and I don't even understand where that come from. Like, cause people they realize you believing like you can live twice or something. Like you think you get 2 chances or whatever. Like me personally, like shit, I've been booked for so many gun cases. It don't even make no sense. Like this is just my 4th gun case. I had 1 juvenile gun case, and I got 3 adult gun cases. I don't want fed twice. So it's under the act like, man, you feel me? It's like my options, it ain't. I can't even say my options is limited because, like, really, for real, like my potential is just like, I don't know, it's huge for me. So like, I know what I can do, but it just be under the act like, okay, when you in the city, either you gonna ride with your shit or you ain't. You feel me? You gonna ride with it. You feel me? You gonna chance going to jail. You don't. You gonna chance getting your ass smoked. So it's like.
Exactly.
Is either or what you gonna do, And then when you really a part of it and you really out there, it'd be different, It'd be different. And then niggas be scared to say it because they be like, how another motherfucker gonna look at you. But it's like when you out here and everybody know what's going on and they know who you is, it'd be different. Like, cause like people getting on off telling their story. Like when you tell it to a short, like I done ran into plenty shorties and I got booked. Like my first time going to the joint, I was 18. So now when I was just going back and forth to jail, I'm seeing shorties now. I remember I was your age, and I'm telling them like, oh, I ain't never coming back to jail. Like, oh, I ain't gonna never do this. I don't see how y'all be steady coming back and forth to jail. But it's like after that first time, it just be like back and back and back and back. And it don't necessarily mean that you dumb. It just be under the act like this is what's going on. Like this is the system. This is life for
it sound
you.
like a trap, man.
Hey, that cycle of motherfucker, ain't it, Freaky?
My
Not
mama,
to cut you off,
like,
man. A
it be
revolving
crazy,
dope, bro.
A
revolving dope.
Sure. It's definitely
like,
fucked up.
Niggas jump out here, but they jump out here with the wrong mindset. Like I understand, like you feel me. I can't look down on nobody because me personally, like man, me and Matt.
It ain't about looking down though.
Yeah,
but it's not about looking down. It's about listen to me. It's about acknowledging wrongdoings once you accept the fact that they're wrongdoings. Once if we don't acknowledge wrongdoings when we can step out the because me and you was talking yesterday, and now that you're not really in Chicago right now, you get the ability to kind of look at shit in Chicago from a different perspective and just see how mentally we are so fucked. Mentally, we are so going down a rabbit hole, and it's mind trembling. Like it's literally confusing to me that like more of us in that predicament don't try to reach for different ways out. We just say, man, forget it. This is what was handed to me. I'm gonna play my hands this way because there is no other way. There is another way. There's always gonna be another way, bro. It's like it's about what are you going to do? Like, what's the sacrifices we gonna do to live another way? And then once you start to live another way, are you going to just be happy in your own life and be comfortable and be selfish, or are you going to try to inspire and help and teach and bring others along so that we ain't got to continue to see more of these stories? And I know we can't do this shit and change everybody's life, but we can damn sure help out a lot of people. We can damn sure change some people's lives if they see that what we did and how we lived our lives, how, like, yes, it was forced upon us, but at some point we learned that shit wasn't the way. We wasn't born for this shit. We wasn't born to kill each other and play fucking modern warfare in the streets against our own people. That's not what we was here for, bro. And once people start to wake up, stop glorifying this murdering shit, stop glorifying these people who don't give a fuck about y'all. They just give a fuck about y'all views, y'all money, so that they can run it up, and they still gonna be back on the block doing dumb shit. They still gonna be back on the block polluting your son, your daughter to do dumb shit. Like, come on, man, we gotta wake up. But I'm gonna let bro get back to, I just be having to say certain shit, bro, because if I can do it under the circumstances of my mentality of when I was doing what I was doing, and how I was doing what I was doing, and how easy it was for me, bro. I was doing shit in flip-flops and shorts. Nigga, ask niggas about me. I'm doing shit in flip-flops and shorts, no shirt. You feel what I'm saying? No, not even no socks. I'm that fast. You feel me? I was so smart that I could do certain shit. It was certain shit that I could do and be able to get away with it. So if a nigga like me that could thrive in that lifestyle can come out and see a better life and come out and want a better life for this people, I feel like a lot of more people could do it. They just they need the proper the leaders. You feel me? I wish it was more leaders that really had platforms that these idols that they worship so much. I wish that they could come out and really try to bring us together, but we don't be seeing that.
I ain't gonna lie, man. A big part of that failure though is when they thought they was doing the deed, man, by taking the motherfuckers who built this shit, bro. Like once you took them, bro, it was bound to fall, bro. On everything, it was bound to fall because ain't no structure, bro. Like half the shit that motherfuckers out here doing, bro. If it wasn't Sation, your ass getting a pumpkin head, bro. On my mama, I seen niggas walk out with Bobby Rural heads. Niggas head look like Bobby's Rural. On my mama, hey Arnold.
For real, Swiper. Like somebody said, it's the school system, and I wanted to ask you about that, Freaky, because we talked to Hood a little bit about that too. Where we obviously know that we're killing our own people out here, obviously, but it gets even deeper than that because you end up killing your own friends. Like, say, for example, if you are in the same high school, and I'm not talking about you personally, I don't get into that at all, ever. But like, say if you go to a high school with all your boys, and then when high school lets out, y'all are 18, 17, whatever, you start clicking up with different people, and now you at odds with your own boy. You know what I'm saying? Has that ever hit you emotionally?
I mean, I like
Wait.
see.
Also, tell them about how you got a cousin that's with the ops, because that's gonna play into all that. That's, you feel me?
See it be like things like that. Like, see, when I went to school, I went to 4 different high schools. I went to 4 different high schools, and all the high schools, like when I went to high school, like my block was busting. Like everybody was like, all right, we had what we had going on, and everybody really had what they had going on, because like that was like really when this shit was like really like escalating to like its fullest capacity. Like my freshman year, like Sosa was taking off, like he doing his shit, so like the spotlight was on the city, like. I ain't really went to school with too many niggas, and it'd be like, all right, we eventually got into it. Like y'all was the ops before this shit started. Like y'all was messing with dude now, and that's what it is. Like it wasn't like, all right, yeah, we went to school and then we started getting into it with these niggas. But it'd be under the act like people start messing with each other. Like, okay, you might be from over here, but y'all block mess with this hood, or and that's how it go. It really be like sides. It's like it's this side of the fence, it's that side of the fence. We over here, they over there. Like these the ops and we ain't the ops. Like it's just that's just how that goes. And as far as like how he say with the family, like it get deeper than that, because it be like certain times like it be so deep. Nigga be like, all right, you my cousin, but shit, you fuck with doing them, so I don't fuck with you. You feel me? And it be under the act like I done had a situation with that, which I ain't gonna speak on, because when I be talking about it, they be acting like I'm crazy, or like it's my fault or some shit. It's like, but me personally, anybody that was related to me, like ain't no street shit getting in between what we got going on, because shit, like I knew y'all before I knew the street, you feel me? Like before I was actually doing what I was doing, y'all was my family, you feel me? Like if anything, we get into it, I keep my distance, you feel me? I ain't the friendly type anyway, so it's under the act like, all right, nigga, you want to be into it, all right, we can be into it, you feel me? I'm just gonna stay the fuck away from you, because that'll prevent me from doing something to you, or you doing something to me, because that's really how it goes. Either you gonna do something to me, I'm gonna do something to you. That's just how the city is. But that ain't just. I'm not speaking on me. I'm just speaking in general. That's how people carry it. Like shit, nigga, what it is. It's up. It's up. You know.
Yeah.
So it'd be like it's all. It be different stuff. It's all. It's like the situations be different. It all be about people's perspectives, because you got a whole bunch of people that don't give a fuck. Then you got some that's smart. Nigga don't want to be smart though. He don't want to let everybody know he's smart. So them be the ones, they be under the cover. You know, you got the leaders, you got the followers. But that's just life, period. Like this ain't just, that's just life, period. It's gonna be a lot of leaders. It's gonna be a lot of followers. It's just up to you to step in your position. You feel me? Like me here, like me sitting here talking about this shit, like motherfuckers gonna
Walk
be
in your
looking like, oh yeah,
truth.
like they like, oh
Walk in your
freaky this and
truth.
freaky that. Yeah, that too though. It'd be like oh yeah, freaky saying this and freaky saying. This just me being honest. You feel me? This just me being honest, and personally, like right now, like the type of stuff I got in my head is to the point like I like I love my homies and all that shit. Like so I can't really like, but it be under the act like, man, what do you want to do with your life? Do you want to die in the streets? You want to go to jail for the rest of your life? Like, because them the only options when you really fucking around with the streets, how you be fucking around with it. And it's too many doors for a nigga not to like go through this door and get what you got coming. You feel me? Like, ain't no purpose of like, you feel me, dwelling on certain stuff. Like, and me personally, like, I done read pieces in the Bible. Like my mama, she really forced me to read it. Like, man, I'm like, man, I don't really believe in the Bible, man. I don't believe in that shit. She sent me a Bible, and every time I open it, it'd be like it'd be something that involved me. You feel me? I was just booked for 3 years. My mama, she like, man, read it, just read it, just read it. Like I pray, I believe in God. Like you would talk to a lot of niggas, they'd be like, I don't believe in God. They be like, I don't believe in God. They be like, this. So what you think is going on? You think you just here? You think you just here? You thought you just got that blessing just because? Oh, you a lucky nigga, huh? You a lucky nigga, huh? Them niggas just came over there with a switch and you just made it. You just a lucky nigga, huh? No, nigga, you blessed. You
Yeah,
blessed.
freaky. I think what that is, my fault. I think what that is in a way is like people are afraid to be looked at like a church boy. You know what I mean? And so you kind of hide
like,
those feelings.
Yeah, like see, like even with you speaking on that, see, like me personally, I ain't ashamed to say what I'm gonna say, because like even with me saying what I'm saying, like I ain't no church boy.
Yeah.
I ain't no church boy. Like I ain't afraid to say what I got to say, because it's like it gonna vouch for me. It's like I ain't, I've been, so it'd be like if you is who you is, like no matter what a motherfucker say from you, they can't take that. Like they can't take that. Like anytime you speak on, like you could like me sitting there talking this, they might have something to say. A lot of people might have something to say, but it's like, what can you say to me? Like, what can you say to me? Because more than likely, you feel me, be under the act like real live and be honest with facts. And it's like, I'm gonna be doing better than people. Like, not to be, bragging under the stack. Like, it's just, I am who I am. You feel me? And you know who I am. And like, you might not be nobody. You might not have nothing going on. You might not be capable of doing really anything. You feel me? Like, all these people just got all this free money, and now these people broke again. Like, what they do to that? Like, what's going on? Like, and I wish they would give me some motherfucking free money.
That is crazy, man. Because everybody a year ago, everybody we seen dancing around with money, man. They ain't showing the money machines no more and everything. They pawned the money. They pawned the money machines. The money. What's it called, them motherfuckers? The money counters.
money counter, motherfucker.
They took the money counters back to the pawn shop. And
okay, and then they the thing about that, y'all finna be in so much fucking debt. Like, if one, y'all better hope you don't get locked up. Two, you gonna owe so much interest. Say, just if you take about out 20,000, your ass finna owe like 50,000, and they coming for all your tax money, all that. When you play with Uncle Sam, he coming for his money. So I hope if y'all out here watching it, y'all, shit, they happen to pray to God that them niggas, they coming for y'all. I'm sorry to tell y'all, they coming. Yeah, niggas is coming.
No, they fall for that forgiveness shit. How many times they gonna give you 20 and 40,000 and say, "Oh man, just put your name in this and we gonna forgive it"? Come on, man.
Wait, the thing with the forgiveness, you had to show receipts that you used that for an actual business. What the fuck they gonna show receipts for? Cars and clothes?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So the forgiveness is bullshit. Because they give it to motherfuckers who ain't even got no business, period. Everybody a plumber. Everybody a plumber with the same address on the business, man. Come on.
Work. Nah, man. I ain't gonna get it started. But yeah, man, I seen a lot of my own family on that, so I ain't just throwing shade at everybody else. Shit, everybody a part of that.
It's survival, bro. It's survival of the fittest. If somebody's gonna throw 40,000,
but okay. I fit no, not if I gotta put my motherfucking name on the dotted line. And my
I understand, bro. But if you live and check to check, you working at a department store, you making like $1,500 a month. You can't survive in any city. So people are trying to look at that as a come up, and you think the government didn't know that people are going to look at that as a come up, and that they know that they will make money off the rebound, and they know that they will get more cats incarcerated. You know they know.
Bro, thank you. Thank you. Hey, look, they always triple fucking us, and then we don't get it.
They might as well cancel asking the question then. What's wrong with the violence? Goddamn it, y'all put out $2 billion on the street back to back. Goddamn it, that's why.
You'll get fed time for that too, Sprite.
He comment. I'm reading the comments. The man say that's that fed time, man. Shit, my mama.
Yeah, and you doing all of it.
Them people just send me across the fucking country, bro. I went from Oklahoma to West Virginia, from West Virginia to Atlanta, from Atlanta to Kentucky. Like, bro, this shit it's for real. Like, this shit bigger than life. Like, on what? Like, and it was to the point, like, bro,
I'm tired of these niggas in the comments.
Like, the state joints and shit. Like, it's different. Like, all right, there's a bunch of people I know. Man, they send your ass across that country. Man, dude, them don't know you. They don't care about that shit you talking about on your block. Oh, you like that, huh? Y'all might get into it. His whole car finna ride. Your car might not be on nothing. Like, this might be a lot of them in that car, and they playing with that shit. They playing with that. This shit get real. This boy.
Yeah,
it get real.
Man, somebody made it. My fault.
What's that, Jules? What's that?
I heard somebody made a good comment. They were talking about how they're making our generation killers at around 12, 13 years old. And this is something that had already happened in the continent. And even in Latino areas, like in Central America, South America, these little kids are fighting real wars at 11 years old. And so now it's coming into America like that in cities like Chicago, Atlanta, Baltimore, Detroit, Flint, some cities in LA. And so these are real war zones, but they don't get they don't get the funding or the recognition like one in Iraq or Afghanistan or one of these would get. But we have more deaths in our community than these cats overseas have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but we get no funding.
we're not gonna get no funding, Jules. I mean, when we really just be realistic about the shit, it's kind of like what I always say. It takes us to care about us. We cannot look to the people who put us in these predicaments to pull us out of them. We got to do it ourselves. And as long as we keep in these mentalities that we can't do it, we got to look to the white man to do it, we ain't gonna never get shit. As we can't look at each other and start leaning and trusting upon on each other, we will never get anywhere. That is my message. So when a lot of motherfuckers want to keep talking about O Block this, O Block that, man, quite frankly, fuck O Block, not OD. I love my mans, but just what it stands for. Like, you feel me? I feel like OD would, like, most of us when we die and we depart this earth, we will wish that we had an opportunity to live life different. And I don't think that people be trying to, they don't understand where we be going with this shit. People would have, I feel like people would have wanted to live their life different. Who the fuck wants to live and die at a young age when you really didn't even get to experience life? It's like we've been all fucking lied to. A lot of us can't even get good jobs. And it's like, they not going to give a fuck about us, Jules, bro. They're not going to give a fuck about us.
Understand.
We have to give a fuck about us.
Yeah.
Bro, really, we really got to start loving each other, bro. For real, bro. I'm just waiting for the day that we really start looking at each other and understand that a get back is only going to get somebody else from your side hurt. That's the only thing that's going to come from it.
Like, Hood, I can tell you're emotional right now.
Boy,
you
somebody comment, they got, not to interrupt y'all.
That's all good.
They got Scooter as they profile picture, my boy Freaky. Yeah, I'm on here capping with them. I'm on here capping because I be having stuff to say. And it be real and people don't really be understanding. I don't mean to be interrupting y'all, but it just be under the act like this is real. Like, and like like me personally, I like when people have conversations and it be enlightening, you feel me? Because it'd be better to talk about something that means something, not to talk about nothing at all. Like, you know, I could talk about nothing at all because I done been through nothing at all. Like, you know, I could talk about that, but it'd be different when you talk about something with some knowledge, you know. And then young niggas, they really do a lot of shit to impress. They do a lot of shit to impress the hoes. Like, let's be honest about the shit. But like, when you ain't never talked to a female and then you get to talking to her, she be like, oh, this nigga smart. This nigga smart. Then you see how she act when she mess with you, though. Then you see how different it be. Then you see what type of doors it get when you use your brain. Like, when you use your brain, you're gonna get way further than just, you know, using the muscle. Like, when me and Hood was talking yesterday, and the crazy thing was we was talking about it and shit. I'm like, man, me, when I was coming up and shit, like, because I'm 25 now. This is what's crazy, because it's like all this shit was happening. It was so long ago, but it's under the act like, damn, Freaky, you getting older. But when I was like moving around and I was doing me and I was in high school, all the shooters was getting the pussy. The niggas that was getting the money, they, oh man, his ass a goofy. His ass a goofy. Everybody wanted to be the shooter because the shooter got the name. Like, the shooter fucking the hoes. You feel me? The shooter lit. Like, all right. And that's what it was. But it's like, what's better than that? I mean, like, what's better than that? What's better than being on? Like, what's better than being on the block? You know?
We glorify dysfunction at the highest level of means. That's what the fuck he's telling us right now. If you can't see through the words that he's telling you, we glorify it is because that's what's been taught to us. You feel me? It's what's been taught to us. Like, and it's sad, bro. It's like our lives don't mean nothing to each other, bro. But Jules, you was touching on something before folks said.
Yeah, I wanted to say that I know that you were emotional when you were speaking and stuff like that, and that you've been getting into it with certain people. But you from O Block, you know what I mean? You from that area, and so we don't say bump O Block in that way, because there's a lot of talent that comes out of there, and I understand exactly what you're saying. Believe me, Hood, like the sliding, the going back and forth, and all that. But I believe that O Block, and not just O Block, right across the street has some of the best talent. If you want to look at artists, talent tree, and gifted individuals from God, like the black man is the most gifted individual on the face of the earth, keeping it real, and we come a little bit right close second. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's the reality of the situation. So we have people in these circumstances that can't find incomes. Not always. We know there's always going to be brazen people, but 90% of the people can't find suitable incomes, can't find proper support. Like you said, they're not going to support us. And so you're stuck. There's nobody coming together. You do a town hall meeting in a rec center, nobody shows up. You know what I'm saying? So there's nobody pulling their money together like some of the other communities do. And so you expect these cats to like act normal. That is normal to us, to get that money, and if somebody hurts my brother, I'm coming for you too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it's foul to think like that, but that's the reality, isn't it, Freaky? That's the reality.
Yeah, I'm listening to you. I'm just sitting there reading the comments, and it just be crazy. Like the nigga comment on it, he say niggas always preaching. What the fuck, like? But it'd be so stupid, like, cause this nigga might be a fucking bird brain. Like I don't know him from a can of paint, but he might just be a bird brain. He could sit there
Bird
speaking
fucking brain, guy.
when it's just like it's
Hey,
just really what it is. Like
Freaky.
what up?
He said this low.
Yeah, that's low end. I synced him. I'm reading the other
Uh,
stuff. But I'm just sitting there capping it out with it because it'd be like under the act like I know what niggas going through, you feel me? Like, cause on phone I'm like I ain't exempt. Like I am who I am, you feel me? And what I ain't, I'll never be. So it'd be under the act. It just be like shit. Am I supposed to be dumb though? Like am I supposed just cause I live how I live, am I supposed to want to die in the streets, or am I supposed to want to go to jail for the rest of my life?
Amen.
Like, and it'd be like, niggas be scared to say, oh, I don't want to go to jail. As soon as nigga get booked, you want to tell on somebody. I done did 3 bids. I ain't told on a nigga yet. Every time I get caught, niggas be getting caught and go right home. Me, no, they want to send my ass to a joint every motherfucking time.
a straight loser on everything. I'm a straight loser. I just go in there and cop out. I know they talking
go in
about
there,
I'm
cop
a
out,
bitch.
man. I'm going to take my time. Go and get the fuck out y'all way. But they losing niggas. Like, I just came from the feds. Like, I was just close with a nigga, man. He was from Ohio, older nigga. And he like, nigga, I just did 25 summers straight. I've been alive for 25 years. You've been in jail longer than I've been alive. Like, he don't even really know what's going on out here. Like, but back in his day, he was one of them niggas, and he booked for murders and shit. Like, so when he come on, and he from Ohio, love and respect from Columbus, Ohio. My man, he from Ohio, man. And that's so crazy because that's where he from and shit. But it be under the act like, man, Joe, like this shit going on everywhere. You feel me? This shit going on everywhere. Like I
It's
ain't no
definitely going on everywhere, bro.
Hell yeah,
like
for sure.
I ain't here
Motherfuckers
trying
is
to preach no
crashing out,
shit.
killing everywhere, bro. This around the whole world, bro. Like, I that's why I take the videos on my page. I do the crash out series, bro. It be from everywhere. All them stories be from Seattle, Idaho. Motherfuckers crashing out in Utah. You know it's something.
What's the main reason
then,
that's fueling these crash outs though? I feel like
man, you
it's
know
the
what the fuck, man,
music,
hood, you know what the fuck going
these
on.
images. Niggas want to have an image, bro. Like I get it. I've been the same way. I've been mentally enslaved. My man Jules. When I tell you, bro, I was one of the worst mentally because of my anger, bro. If you said the wrong shit to me, I hit you in your mouth, folk. I was one of them type of niggas, bro. I be really feeling like, bro. I know I can't speak for everybody, bro. And I know I done really been through some shit that made me the way that I was for real. So that might have a lot to do with how, how mentally strong I was to be able to make the switch when I made it and shit. But I really be feeling like a lot of more people could do it. They don't try. They love it. They get the rush. I'm telling you, because I got the rush. I know you gang bang. You got the rush. These niggas love this shit. They enjoy the rush. And it's like, we want to.
That's a different feeling too.
Niggas
I
want to
ain't
get
gonna lie,
high
that's a
just to
different
get
feeling.
low
Like,
in the ground. You want to get high just to get low
feeling.
in the ground. That's what it is in the streets. You build your name up just to die or go to jail because you gotta continue to do what niggas think you are, which is live up to your name. You a savage, right? You gotta do savage shit. It's like I don't get why we keep this glorifying dysfunction when at any time, at any point, somebody in our families can meet the iron of somebody who loved watching this shit, who loved glorifying King Vons and the J Moneys of the world. It's like y'all gotta understand the realism and the real message within this shit. And it's like you get so much backlash. It's just like it just seems like we just too far gone. It's like fuck it. That's what shit just make you want to say fuck it, like fuck y'all, like fuck it. Just people just go live y'all life and make a nigga want to be selfish. Just say I'm gonna run my own bag up and fuck y'all on God. But I ain't that type of person. I love people, bro. I'm here to get some of those young dudes who really want a way out. They just ain't never heard nobody in those type of predicaments tell them that they could be anything more than that, and you can.
Yeah, it's like somebody will call you like they're being disrespectful in the comments. Like, say somebody calling
Hey,
you,
don't worry
somebody
about the
calling you. No, I
comments,
know,
man.
but we got to
Don't worry
hit back
about the
too.
comments,
Where
man.
if somebody calls you preachy, that means that you just saying Allah, 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 Jesus, Jesus, Jesus throughout the whole entire conversation, bro. That's preachy. And to be preachy means that you just talking about something and you're not enacting it. At Trenches News, to be real with y'all, we supporting families in Africa. We supporting families in Central America. We're supporting orphans in Chicago. So when y'all can be doing stuff like that and then have the nerve to be like, as soon as you mention Allah once, you know what I'm saying, or you mention how Jesus, how you feel about Jesus in your life, they want to say that you not gangster no more and that you being all preachy and like Freaky said, that don't make you no church boy, bro. That's just coming to grips that when you look and you see a flaming ball of fire in the sky, that you know there's a creator. That's as simple as that. We're not being preachy.
Simple. Hey, you laying shit out today, Jules, on game. You laying shit out. I'm like, you know, you doing that. You laying shit out for. I just had to you, for sure. But
Hey,
I
hey,
agree with so much of what he said, man. For
what the
sure.
fuck I'm finna say? Hold on, let me read some of these comments for these people.
Definitely read the questions off because I
Um,
so that tweet, man.
Imagine sending a generation of kids to kill them shorties. Be 13 trained to survive. No one takes the time to consider. If they want to be kids still, they will create a traumatic psychopathic situation. That
Exactly.
that will create a traumatic. Yeah.
We we not able to be kids, man. I nigga when I first touched my first gun, I was probably 12, 13. Like I wasn't able to grow up. I wasn't able to like, you know, see my dogs get married and graduate high school, had kids. Do y'all not understand what that shit do to me, bro? It's a lot of my niggas that I used to sleep over these niggas' house, they dead. You feel what I'm saying? They gone. They didn't get to live a life that I feel like we should be able to live, bro. That's the message that I want motherfuckers to understand. Behind all this infatuation that y'all got is real blood. It's real tears shed. It's real lives, precious lives that's gone that'll never be able to walk the face of this earth, hug their mama, kiss they sons. Most of the guys that's dead, they had kids. They left they kids with no daddy. That's how, nigga. I
I,
know how that shit make me feel, bro. My daddy was dead before I was born. I know the fire and the burn and the whole that shit leaving my heart. I wish I had to an opportunity to get to know my father, bro. I really do wish I had the fucking opportunity to get to know my daddy, bro. But go ahead, bro.
hey, they say kids don't have shit to do no more. That's definitely a fact in Chicago, bro. Ain't shit to do.
You know what it is? Look, you
Ain't
know
no
what it is for the
Abraham Lincoln
kids.
Center. We had Abraham Lincoln Center when I was coming up. You ain't got
Pissing
shit,
me
bro.
off. I'm tired of talking to these people,
Hey, you hear
folks.
me though? But you gotta
Motherfuckers
see,
don't
like,
never
you
want to
gotta
wake
look
up
at
and
it like this.
learn, man.
I said this on
No, no,
camera
you
the
got
other
to put
day.
something right there though, Hood. You do. You got to put something in fact. You got to put something in fact to replace something. Everything that's be removed to be
Oh,
cleaned up.
facts.
Something got
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
replaced with that shit, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, like every bad habit that
yeah.
you gotta replace with something positive, or you gonna go back to that bad habit. That's a fact.
Hood, I got a question, freaking real quick. I also had to deal with the feds where when I got raided, it was straight feds. It wasn't some police type stuff. It was straight helicopters and dogs and robots coming into the crib.
Oh, they play a
Uh,
dirty game. Your
so
ass do get
I
caught.
wanted to ask you because I've also spent time that could you explain to them how it's different up in there than it is in some county or something? Like it's real life, like some movie stuff, bro. Can you explain a story? Do you have any stories from in there?
Man, literally before I just got out, right? A nigga I was fucking with, man. I was fucking with the nigga on the daily too, and they'd be under the act like, I wasn't on count though. I wasn't on count. Like I was on count and shit when I was in MCC, but once I got to the joint, I wasn't getting on no fucking count. I don't know these niggas. For real, I don't know these niggas. And they'd be under the act like, okay, the BDs, they forced to be on count. Let's get that understood. Like, ain't no, it's mandatory count for the BDs. Ain't no, oh, I'm coming and I ain't getting all your ass getting online. You ain't got no motherfucking choice. But then it was just like, it was these GD niggas and it was the little BD nigga or whatever. And the BD nigga, he was my homie, he was from out west. But I be talking to the nigga on the day, like, damn, gang, get your head straight. You hear me? Like, kick your feet up. You finna go home. Like, all the niggas he had got into it with, well, I'm gonna get to that. But I'll be kicking it with him and tell him, like, man, get your head together and shit. Like, you finna go home, you short time. And most motherfuckers around this bitch, they got double life sentences. They got dubs and shit. So you know, everybody they moving in cars, right? So it's like a car. So your car is like, say you from Ohio, so you in Ohio car. All Ohio niggas rock together. You from St. Louis, you in the St. Louis car. All the St. Louis niggas together. You from Texas, y'all, you know they together and shit. So it's under the act like, all right. I'm steady telling the nigga like, man, be cool when he be spazzing out all these bitch ass niggas this and these bitch ass niggas that. When you know, when you book, it's really all about respect. You call a nigga a bitch in jail, you just saying you want to fight, you feel me? You saying you want to fight, you want to get it on, you feel me? So like, if I call you a bitch, I might as well just take off on you, you feel me? Because it's something to act like I know this what's coming. So he steady tweaking. Now another nigga, it wasn't too many of us from the rack, you feel me? On the deck I was just on, it was really like 3 young niggas. So the nigga Bree come up there, he like, man, freak, he like the nigga BD be tweaking, bro. Like, I don't know what the fuck wrong with this nigga's eyes be tweaking. His eyes be tweaking. I'm man, what happened? He down there calling these niggas bitches and hoes. He GDK this and GDK that. So Bree like, man, I'm finna go get me some bro. He like, I'm finna go get me some He go to child. The nigga BD come in the cell, he come in my cell, we talking and shit. I'm like, bro, you be tweaking over minuscule shit. They got a tour over the phone, bro. They got into it over the phone. BD had 3 fucking minutes left, bro. He had 3 minutes left. And he cussing these people out because he can't use his 3 minutes. He calling them all type of bitches and hoes. So he coming to see it. He on dip. I'm tired of these bitch ass niggas and all this shit and all that. And I'm telling him, like, bro, you need to calm down. You finna go home. Rah. Man, dude and them done went and suited and booted. It was 4 of them. 2 came from this way, 2 came from that way. So I'm telling him, like, man, here come dude now. Here come dude now. I'm not finna get in your business. I'm 30 days to the door. I'm finna go home. You ain't finna send me up the river. And I'm steady telling your ass, like, bro, calm down. Stop tweaking. You feel me? It's a difference. Like, all right, like, I fuck with you. You feel me? So, like, we'd have been in the county or something. I'll go with you. Just off the hell of it. Like, they ain't gonna do shit. Send me to the hole. My out they come, they still gonna send me home. Nah, the feds, it ain't like that. My mom, your ass get a ticket. They take time and all type of shit. So it's under the act like, bro, I'm steady telling you what's going on. Then you see the niggas coming, they roll the nigga or whatever. But it was under the eye, like they come with locks, they come with knives. Like niggas that real life kill you, bro. Like they real life kill you. Like under the act, like you would die like you was in the streets, and it ain't gonna be shit. Like they beat the nigga ass and all that shit. But the nigga that was on deck, he had it for the G's on the yard and shit. So when the white shirts come over there and shit, they like, what happened? And they ain't do shit. They moved the nigga. The next day we was back out like ain't shit happened. They done put the locks on the nigga, split his shit open, broke his jaw.
Yeah.
All type of shit, but it's like when they first did the little shit, I broke it up under the act like, all right, this is my man, but I'm not finna jump in your bullshit and this be under the act of niggas being grown and understanding responsibility, like, cause I could have easily sent myself out and went with you, but I'm steady warning you, like, man, don't do this, don't do that. It'd have been a difference, like, all right, you my homie, you don't get into no bullshit, motherfucker, come get on that with you, like, oh no, we ain't going like that, we ain't giving it up like that. But it's like under the act, you steady throwing yourself out there. You throwing yourself out there like, bro, you not from my block. I met you here. Like, bro, I ain't finna send my motherfucking self up the river. But it be under the act like that's how these niggas be moving, and they really move off numbers. Like this ain't that state shit. It's a big difference, bro. Like, cause you gonna be around motherfuckers you gonna know. You gonna see a lot of people. You know, these niggas from all over the motherfucking country. And everybody, I'll believe it, everybody want to see what's to the Chicago niggas. Everybody, oh yeah, Chicago this, Chicago that, Chicago this. So niggas be under the act like they want to see what's to that shit. You talking that gangster shit, pop that shit. They want to see if you really living like that. You living like that. They want to see it. Yeah. Like, cause it's niggas that's living like that. They from other places. You might to me a lot of niggas for real. Like, yeah. But it's niggas living just how you living. Like, and they might be living more rougher than you. You know.
Way more rougher.
Run into niggas.
Way more
like
rougher.
You gonna run into niggas. He killing motherfuckers. Just
music got niggas thinking they like that.
Freaky, I'm gonna tell you a story if I can about my time when I was locked up. When I was locked up, I'm not being arrogant, but I had the bag in there, and so we were united with 2 other Spanish gangs up in there, and it was like a vacation to be honest, just only because I was protected in a way, but. I will say this: I got into beef with another crew member. They weren't in the Kings, but they were united with us, and so they were pissed, real pissed, and so they wanted to slide on me. And this is the craziest thing ever. This is a true story. So we have 3 Spanish cliques that are together, right? So one of them ended up wanting to slide on me because I did something foul. And then it got kind of mended, but I could tell they were still trying to slide on me in a sneaky type of way. Yo, what happened, Freak, was that all of
you was in the FCI?
Huh? Nah, I don't.
You was in the FCI.
Oh no, I was in the the top joint, government joint.
So you was in the pen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's a whole different environment. That's a
Oh
whole
yeah,
different
and so
environment
look, check
itself.
this
Like,
out though. Check this out, Freaky. And so what happens is that all of the street gangs, because I'm the one kind of helping everything flow. Yo, the street gangs rose up and tried to protect me from that Spanish gang that was united with my own gang. Remember I told you that insane stuff, hood and stuff like that, where I would just be trying to make money, just roll with whatever crew. It was like that in jail too. These cats straight, yo, these are black cats too from Bloods, Vice Lords, GDs. They all rose up and was like, yo, you ain't touching him for nothing. I dare you to put your hands on him. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I felt like the man, son. Yo, that was one of the best times of my life in a sick way. That was like one of the best times of my life, being locked up. And you see what I'm saying? How that chase for clout when we're younger, that chase for power. Yo, even from jail, you could be doing your thing, and it's not really rehabilitating you. You just kind of turning into a monster. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, that because it'd be like real loud, like when they, that's so fucked up. But it's like when they send you, when you go to the feds, right? They gonna put you around a lot of bitch ass niggas. They gonna put you around a lot of real niggas.
Yeah.
And they call it like, they gonna screen your paperwork, make sure you ain't 12. They find out you ain't snitching. Now you rotating with who you rotating with, but it's like you making connections and shit, and you knowing motherfuckers, and it's like I'm gonna act like shit. You getting better than what you was at what you was just doing because you was around these people and they telling you this and they telling you that and they give you the game because it's niggas that be booked that be smart as shit. Like most of the niggas, all the people that really got potential, they ass be dead and in jail. Like that's where all the potential be at, and it be crazy, but that's really what it be like. And you know why they be having so much potential? It's like, okay, you a leader, but you just leading the wrong shit. You feel me? You smart, but you just smart in the wrong shit. You ain't using your head for the right thing. So it be under the act like shit. Motherfucker gotta do what they gotta do.
Yeah.
It be under the act like motherfucker gotta do what they gotta do, and it just be like shit. Like I say shit. Like I ain't here to preach no shit like that. Like I just like that the conversation, hood my man and shit. So like I had a voice and I can say what I say because of shit. It's like, man, I done been through a lot of shit. Like a motherfucker can't take no credit for me at all. Like I don't give a fuck how a motherfucker feel. Oh yeah, Freaky got on here, Freaky said that. I don't give a fuck. What you gonna do for me? What you gonna do for me? I just went 3 years. I ain't talked to nobody but my homies. Like all the motherfuckers from the hood.
Hey, I
like,
was gonna ask you that, Freaky. That was gonna be one of my questions to you. Cause I done been in jail and I know what it is. I got damn it. I seen the shooters working in the kitchen. That's how critical it was. That's how critical it was with gang them in jail. Hey, who you was talking to in jail? Was gang them there? Or was it the gang your family, the real mama and uncle and aunties and shit?
All right, look though, right? I've been booked 3 times, man. This the first time I've been booked and my homies now was out. Like all the times we always been in jail together, and like I ain't gonna lie, like I can't sit. My homie then was checking in, you feel me? But like it was to the point, like at the beginning, like they was still booked. My mom and them, I come from a good family. I'm the way I am, but I come from a good family, so they do for me and shit. So, but it was like once they came home, it was like, all right, yeah, for them finna check in, nigga. I've been back and forth all this time. I've been sending all this motherfucking money. It's my turn to reap the benefits. You feel me? Like I've been thugging for this shit. It's my turn to reap the benefits. Like my homie them was doing shit. I had a couple of hoes, but as the hoes do, they always gonna get out of there. It's just all about a matter of time with them. So it just be, you gonna have certain motherfuckers that fuck with you, but it was even certain motherfuckers like, even your homies, like you gonna see the real, like you gonna see the real, you gonna know what's going on, cause like everybody ain't your friend, bro. Like even the niggas you think your friend, these niggas is not your friend. It's a difference between a friend and an associate, bro. It's a difference between a friend and a motherfucker you fuck with. A friend gonna be there no matter what, no matter how this shit go left. They give you 30 years, like bro. I'm gonna make sure I see you some every month so you can eat. You feel me? Like it's different. Like I'm gonna make sure it's money on the phone. You can talk to me. You feel me? I take pictures. I have kids. I'm gonna send you some so you can be living. Cause I ain't gonna lie, like man, when you book for like you break out. You know what they do? They gonna come get your ass again. Like come get you again and bring your ass back. Like once you book, you book. That's like the end game. That's like being dead. You just alive. You feel me? So it be under the act like I don't know, man. This shit here, boy.
That's some real shit, Freaky though. That hey, 25 years old, man. You learned something, bro. Cause I was still going to jail at 30 on everything. Still going back, bro. It took me to do them 4 years though, straight on everything to know that fuck that. Then I'm seeing the guys out here who was on the internet. I come home these niggas on the internet chasing people, but they was
Would
in
you
there in the
split
jail.
25 years for your hold on? Would you split 25 years for your man? I ain't telling him the motherfucker. I'm folding. We did wrong. We got caught. You know what we going to do? We going to do our motherfucking time. Your ass tell that's on your ass. I'm folding them like.
He talking about what you split.
It's that they don't understand. They don't understand the rules of the game. Like for a person who lives that life, you can't. Because think about it. If you do enter into that life, it's hard on a person to really cross that line, freaky. You know what I mean? Like we just can't do that, bro. For real,
man. The thing is, we gotta get to the point that a lot of niggas gonna cross that line. A lot of niggas be trying to do the talk like they gonna not snitch.
Niggas do cross that line behind 99%
of 99% of these niggas gonna tell. I know 99% of these niggas gonna tell something when they really face the time. Like, that shit is. The proof is in the pudding. I seen it time and time again, bro. A nigga do some shit that they like. Oh, all it takes is for a nigga to feel like what you did was stupid and it shouldn't have happened and played out like that, and boom, he gonna run it. He gonna run with that. A lot of it, bro. It take a different man to really like. Man, tuck his motherfucking tail and bite that tongue.
In front of that paperwork get out, nigga be sick. Like I done seen niggas be.
Niggas don't care about no paperwork. Niggas don't be caring about no paperwork. When they care about their life, when they care about how long they finna be behind bars, shit.
Yeah, somebody in the comments, real quick, they said that the world is in chaos and nothing could be done to stop this destruction. And I think that's not true, because you can see that instinctually in a human. Like, say if there's a car accident and you see somebody hurt, you want to go help them. Like your heart wants to go help them and save them and be a good person. And I think that part of us doesn't get watered enough, so to speak. You know what I mean? Yeah, it doesn't.
And to piggyback off of what Jules saying, it's like, if as long as we keep the mentality of shit can't be changed, shit won't be changed. It takes us to first change our mentality, and then we can change our ways. Like, we got to change the mindset of thinking that we can't. And I know we can't do it with every single person that gang bangs, but I guarantee you, if more of us started making this shit popularizing loving each other and doing all that, we can start changing some people for the youth. We can start to change those people, because them the ones who gonna shape and have the world running the way it's supposed to be running in the future. You know, you got to think about your nephew or your nieces, and you know, the younger. Like, can we think about them and not just think about ourselves sometimes? That's what I always be. You know, I try to think about other people, not just myself, man. I feel like we can change some people, not everybody, but we can grasp the mind of some people.
Hey, Mustafa.
The change part, that shit gonna be hard, bro.
Hey, Mustafa. Hey, Mustafa. I hear what you saying about Butter, but we got to give Butter his props. He the reason why they let Hibachi in the police station.
What?
Yeah, motherfucker, I got you back. You thought you was gonna get off with that truth telling shit, huh, motherfucker? Oh, there, we seen you sign them papers like Usher.
I don't know, you know, it's all about, like, it really be all about how a nigga think. Like, I think the way I think, but the next nigga might not think the way he think. Like, and that just go to show, you know, everybody ain't got no brains. I'd have been around niggas that don't really know how to think. I'd have been around niggas that ain't been raised. I'd have been around people like, you know, like certain people ain't really got no family. They ain't never been told this is what you're supposed to do. This is what you're supposed to do. Like, me personally, like, shit, the motherfucker I looked up to coming up, like, I ain't look up to no niggas that was on the block and all that shit. I looked up to my daddy, but it was under the act like sometimes you even still got the wrong influences, because, like, you know, the shit, man, we ain't gonna speak on that. But it be under the act like you know what be going on, and that's just how life be. And that's just how life be. So you can't expect so much. Like, when a motherfucker, when you in these circumstances that you in, it's hard for a motherfucker to change. It's hard for a motherfucker to say this. It's hard for a motherfucker to say that. Like, I'm still in my circumstances. I'm still going through the stuff I'm going through, but it's under the act like shit. I ain't dumb. I ain't lacking no common sense or to act like, oh shit, I'm stupid. And I know what's going on. But this is life. This is what it is. It's like, if a motherfucker gonna change, they gonna change. Most people, they not gonna change. Like, you know, once blood get drawn, it's like, all right, it's up, nigga, what you gonna do? And it be like that, but it's like, certain motherfuckers, they gonna wake up one day and be like, damn, it be ones that's moving out here, like, it's niggas that get out there, wake up every day, like, all right, I'm gonna keep my pipe on me so a motherfucker don't do nothing to me. Then it's niggas that wake up every day, be like, you know what, I'm finna go find me a motherfucker, I'm finna kill his ass. Then it's niggas that wake up every day and just don't have shit on him, like, he be the one that's whooping, like, oh yeah, you bitch ass nigga this, you bitch ass nigga that. And then when the nigga get hurt, now all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's a big old issue. You feel me? It's all about.
He was an innocent bystander. He was a straight A student. This the motherfucker woofing with no pipe.
And you know what be so another thing too though, like niggas realize they be education is done too, like for real. Cause like all bullshit aside, I finished high school. Like, but every time I got booked, you get booked, you get processed and all that shit. And then actually the first thing they say, did you finish school? They don't say did you finish school. They ask, did you get a GED or did you drop out? Those are the two options. They never ask if you had a high school diploma. Like, and I'd be like, hey, did you get a GED? I'm not like when I'd be like, I finished 12th grade, and I'd be like, man, I graduated. Like, we're gonna correct that. Like, I got a high school diploma. I ain't got no GED. It's a difference. Like, it's a difference. They say it ain't, but goddamn it, I went to school and I got that. That's a difference. That's why it's a difference.
Yeah. Mustafa Hashim, real quick. First of all, salam alaikum. And second of all, be careful. You sound silly. And you have to remember your name is Mustafa and your name is Hashim. Your people ruled over the Kaaba. You know what I'm saying? So you sound silly up in here, bro, to be honest. And I tell you that from my heart. And this is a drill scene, and we're talking out here to rectify our people. So we're not here to get baited by you to talk about killing as a Muslim, bro. Keeping it real.
See, I ain't gonna lie, like him, I've been seeing the comments the whole time. I don't even pay attention and stuff like that. Like he only in the comments. Like
I told you, fuck them on their thing.
Yeah,
tell the chosen one to send me a cash app on their thing. Send me a cash app, the chosen one. Let me see how big your bank is, the chosen one. On there, I got a jokey joke. Send me that cash app.
For real.
Stupid.
This shit, man. Hey, y'all, I wrote some books, man. I need you people to buy my books, man. I've been to support black businesses, goddammit. I wrote 2 books, man. I wrote a book called Life on the Run. That's an urban. And I wrote a regular fiction novel. It's called Searching for I. And so, the urban is like it's about the life of some people when they got themselves in a bad situation. That's how we gonna put that. And the Searching for I, it's different. It's different. It's under the act like it's 2 high schools. It's 4 characters, whatever. But my main 2 characters, they 2 high school students. They got an African American history class and shit, and they had to write a paper on Black history. So they had to research and learn like what Black people really come from, because they try to say we started with slavery and all that, which is the furthest thing from ever would be the truth, because like Black is like, man, Joe, like this is different. This is a different kid right here. This ain't that normal thing. So it's under the act, they get to looking into their background and they get to learning that we was our own kings and queens on our own land or whatever. But it's like the book that they finding this information and they looking for this book, but the book is like, it's like enchanted to the point the white people don't want us to find it because they don't want you to know your true potential. Like they don't want you to know the knowledge of self. They don't want you to know what you come from, because it's like once you awoke to what's all the stuff that's going on around you, like it's like, man, it's untamable. Like, and this is something that they don't want to see. So like I got it so as if the book is enchanted, you feel me? They trying to stop these people from learning the knowledge of us, you feel me? The knowledge of bettering yourself and the people that's around you, you feel me? So I want you people to tap into what I got going on. Young nigga trying to make some progress right now.
Yeah, and to piggyback off of that, like we need more stories like that, because all we see now is glorification of gang members. That's all we see. So we don't know about who we used to be. All we know is about who they continue to put in our faces every single day. That's Black. Who they continue to show us, this is who you could be. You feel me? They don't employ these people for no reason. They don't give these people platforms that rap about the demise of Black people, brown people, who all the people that's in the ghettos that likes this music. That this is promoting death for all of us. None of this is promoting us in a way of which is positive, which we looking at each other like kings and queens and my brother, and like we looking at each other as enemies. As soon as 95% of all black people probably in Chicago, if they look at somebody and they catch somebody staring at them on the city of Chicago, bro, they gonna be feeling some type of way. Might be some type of fucking altercation that could come from that, inspired from it, bro. Like we literally, when you think about it, bro, why do we hate ourselves so much, but we praise we praise to the utmost like we don't? But you don't never see us marching for each other when we take a life. You don't never see us, like, you feel me, taking a stand. When will we take a stand to understand that, like, we need to hold our people accountable for the wrongdoings, the deaths that we keep causing? Like, we got to start paying attention to who we give our attention to, paying attention to who we let our kids give their attention to. It's a lot of shit that's going on at play right now that nobody cares about. We just want to care about dysfunction and being stuck in a sunken place, because that's the true sunken place. Black people running around playing spot 'em got 'em with each other. That's the true sunken place. If y'all never thought about that,
that's the truth. So Money Barksdale said that the Chi started the drill, and the way you see it today, pretty much. And now the murder rates are tripled in the U.S. major cities, and it hasn't just been like that right now. That's why I think people think that all this stuff started in 2011. This stuff was starting in the times of even NWA and even before that, bro. Like, it's just a different level right now because it's being broadcast around the media. You know what I'm saying? Every day you see it. Every day Swiper's able to make a crash out story because cats are trying to act hard on the street. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, of course, the murder rates are going to go up because look what they listening to, bro.
But it being the same token is like, you can't fault them for living what they know. You can't fault them for living what they know.
Bro,
only thing
like,
I can fault you for not wanting to know better. I can fault you for not wanting to know better, but I can't fault you for living what you know, because if you don't know no better, like, how can I tell you, oh, this is what you're supposed to do?
But everybody, at the end of the day, we all, like, some shit is just like a national phenomenon. No matter way how you shape it up, we know that death, killing somebody is never good in a situation. We be out here trying to kill for our friends, but you don't see the family members of those friends going to kill. So what the fuck do we feel like it's up to our duty? It's our destiny to go make sure that the niggas that kill our friend, they family members ain't putting their life on the line. So why the fuck would we? Why the fuck would you? It's like, we gotta be quite frank about this shit. And niggas need tough love. Niggas that the little petty slap on the wrist ain't doing it. Niggas been getting petty slaps on the wrist for too long. We gotta get cut deeper to a nigga to where it hurts, to where a nigga really think about what the shit that they doing, folks. Like, I've been everybody that's nigga, every fucking single thing that I did in the motherfucking trenches, I knew I was doing wrong. Nigga, we ain't slow. We know when we ain't doing wrong. We know we ain't doing right. I mean, like, bro, niggas ain't stupid. Niggas don't give a fuck. So, do I have any patience for a nigga who just clearly don't give a fuck? Fuck no. They don't give a fuck about nobody regards to life. They'll take anybody motherfucking life for the dumbest shit. Niggas that want to take somebody's life for the stupidest things in the world. The dumbest thing, a moment of anger should not be worth nobody's fucking life.
But I think what Freaky, Hood, real quick, I think what Freaky is trying to say is that, you know what I'm saying, you can't, in a way, if you don't have resources like that, all you know is the hood, all you know is the projects, you are in a poor school system, and of course the instinctual stuff that you talk about is in all of us. It's in all of us. Yeah, but you also can't deny those outside factors that mess with the minds of people, like a little kid being in a cold, freezing cold classroom, seeing the paint chipping and the teachers telling him that he ain't shit. You know what I mean? Or he ain't nothing. And then he goes back with that mentality, and there's millions upon millions, and not just one. They go back into that mentality, into their respective blocks, and act it out of frustration, act it out of, it could be self-hate. You got everybody telling you ain't nothing. You on the TV. You when you go see a movie, you see a regular movie, it says movie, but then your own people, it has to be a black movie. Or it has to be, oh, this is the first black person to create this, the first black person to do this. Like, how are you the first? Like, what are you talking about? That means what? I was lowly, I was nothing before now you label me as the first to finally do something? because we're in your system. So it's foul. So when a person has all of this self-hate in reality, and it's not always self-hate. I think a lot of it is lack of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? We have lack of knowledge of self. It's like, kind of like Malcolm would say, that if you don't have a knowledge of your history, you won't know what to do in the future. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we living out right now.
Yeah, I agree, man. It'll be sad because, like, how I feel, and then, like, I understand the realities of it. Hell no, I understand the reality. Should be making me want to cry sometimes, to be honest, because we be losing so many people. But I just be frustrated, bro, because it's like, I'm cool. Ain't not then one of my cousins, my uncles, yes, ain't not then one of my cousins or brothers got killed by gun violence. I don't live in Chicago. I'm safe. I care deeply about everybody else that's in those predicaments, who don't have a way out, who feel like who's trapped. They trapped. It's a lot of us trapped in these environments. And we got to start changing our mentals, regardless of what the world has continuously been feeding us. We need us to start trying to step outside of the box instead of stepping in the box, which leads us to being inside of a fucking box for real. Because if we don't start preaching facts, man, we just gonna keep losing more of us, bro. Like, all this gang banging shit, like, it's really for nothing, bro. And I got some shit that people need to know about gangs, but we can say that shit for another day, man. I don't want to but this shit deep, man. Everything that we think that we might own, like, as well as gangs, we think that was ours. But what if somebody infiltrated that to get us to fight amongst each other? What if somebody created that shit for that?
Yeah, Duck tried to do it, bro. He tried to make the song Legends and try to quell the beef a little bit, let things simmer down, and then you see what happened. You know what I'm saying? And then he ends up getting frustrated after the fact, creates another song, and so it goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And unfortunately, we see both of the main people of both blocks are now gone. You know what I'm saying? So I always tell people that we have to stop listening to ghosts, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? It sounds, listening to ghosts, because our favorite artists and talented people are gone now. You know what I mean? A lot of them, even from back in the days, Biggie, Big Pun, Big L. You can name so many of the greatest, Tupac, of artists that were either murdered, and even business people, like, because Nipsey, people get mad when I say it, but Nipsey in the rap game, he was alright, you know what I'm saying? But in the business world, and in the business mindset, Nipsey is like the GOAT, you know what I'm saying? So, but you see what happened to him for trying to be like that.
Yeah, exactly,
or trying to just do anything positive with anybody, you're gonna get taken out, bro. So, man, I would say for those youth that are listening right now in those situations, you're not alone. First of all, don't think that you're alone. Don't get those suicidal thoughts. Try not to be so depressed, and because it's gonna rub off on you every single day, and it just starts to it like scrapes you. And so you have to do your best. And I'll end with this: you have to do your best to make sure that even if you don't agree with everything within the system, that you stay in school. Stay in school. Get a trade at least, and you'll be able to have more control over your life in order to do something to get out of your situation. Not get out of it, but to get out economically and come back and help the people.
Exactly. And that's all it's really about, Jules. That's why like, people be, oh, you don't got nothing to show, man. I made it out of the hood. I don't have to worry about, can I go to the street? Can I cross the street, go to the store without somebody running up on me trying to take my life, not even knowing me, not even knowing nothing about me. They just want to take my life simply just because I'm somewhere at the wrong place at the wrong time. You feel me? It's like, it's truly like, it's just sad, man. And I feel like a lot of the stuff of what you just was saying, man, is so true, bro. Like, you've been hitting on a lot of real shit tonight, bro. I'm gonna say that, and I just feel like, man, we got to do better, man, or we gonna keep getting Nipsey hustles. Like, we like don't value a positive male in this time how we should, no matter the color, no matter, because they always, if you white, they gonna say that, like, you're white, you can't mean no good for us. If you're Latino, they gonna say you ain't black, why you worried about it? And if you black, then are you a lame? Like, it's gonna always be like a border we gonna have to cross with just doing what we doing, bro. Speaking on what we speaking on. So those who's tuning in, man, who y'all giving us y'all time right now, man, I appreciate y'all for locking in and tuning in and hear what we had to say, man. Like, yeah, we need to spread more positivity. We need to indulge ourselves and just to wanting to hear more positive, because we as a whole, bro, as a whole, we like from slavery to now, bro, we just experienced so much blood loss, and it's time to band together with all of our brothers, no matter the color.
Yeah. And Hood, remember how we were saying, like, the other communities, the way that they come up in America is that they pool their money together, Hood. Like, so if one person is trying to get that business, 100 of them will come together. They'll form a little committee. They'll have a pot, and each of them will put a certain amount, and then that first business will open, and then that person will live off of that business, put the money back in the pot, and repeat the cycle. And that's how you see all the plazas. Not all, but a majority of the plazas right now are either Latino, Korean, or something other than indigenous, I would say. You know what I mean? And it's like, if we can't get that point, because that's the only way out, I believe, you know what I'm saying, in this country.
Banding together, bro.
Economically would be for people amongst themselves to come together and invest in one another, support Black business, support your own community. And instead of going to buy something from elsewhere, you buy it from your dude or your friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Start trusting each other, man.
Yeah.
We don't trust it or believe it's real if it don't come from a certain place. But bro, like, can we stop holding materialistic things to that high of an order? Because it really don't matter. Like, because if a rich person throw on Gucci, if it's fake, y'all not gonna be who gonna care? Like, y'all rich people wear fake shit all the time, or they go grab shit and they take it back all the time, but y'all never know that. It's like we gotta stop caring about that image that we got it to people who don't don't give a fuck about our lives, don't care about and whether we live or die, whether we fresh or dirty. Like, we got to start caring about ourselves, and then after we start caring about ourselves and building ourselves up, just watch what it does for the youngers that's in your for the younger youth that's in your family. And then once you get to a point, everybody not wasn't born to be able to speak out, but you feel me, everybody was born in this world with the ability to give love, bro. Like, let's start treating people how we really want to be treated. I know it's cliche, but we don't do it at all. It's really, we don't do it at all, man. And I just hope that a young Black and brown and white boy, because there's plenty of white boys and Latino boys who, nigga, it don't matter what's the color of their skin. They drill shit. That's like how anybody in Chicago go do that drill shit. I just want y'all to understand, if y'all out there and y'all watching that, bro, you more than a thug. You more than a thug, bro. And a real man gonna stand on his 10 and they gonna, acknowledge wrongdoings when their wrongdoings are up front and to be acknowledged, bro. And let's just start, like, let's build a real kingdom. Like, can we start making being a real man the new trend? Because a lot of dudes running around with a gun with your pants sagging and all that shit, posting it and all that shit and talking about that ain't no real man. That don't make you no real. It just, you feel me? It don't make you real, man. It makes you less of a man. That's the type of masculinity we don't need. That's toxic masculinity.
And it's hard to say that when the kids are growing up in a war zone. So it's very understandable, but it's also understandable for them to have that survival of the fittest, fight or flight type of mentality in that circumstance. You know what I'm saying? Because Hood, that if something pops off, even the police are not going to come until after the fact, bro. You know what I mean? So it's like people really are on their own in a way, because you're going to have to deal with what you deal with, and then the different organizations just come after the fact to clean things up most of the time. You know what I mean? So that's why I say, especially with the brother, he made a good point. He said financial literacy is what's going to teach our youth, and that's the truth. You know what I mean? You have to learn how to be able to get a good income, especially in this country. And money is not the sole factor of happiness in this country, but money does allow people to be able to accomplish their goals in this country. You know what I mean? And so it helps to have an education that you'll be able to get a good paying job, and with that good paying job, then you could affect the community better in a more positive way. You know?
Yeah, true. That's definitely true. We financial literacy is a major thing we lack. We lack, the value, the knowledge of the value of our dollar, and just like what it could be if we save money for real, man. Like we really honestly got to do more save, and I feel like let's just touch a different side that a lot of us never touch for real, man. That's what I be on, man. I try to pride myself on, doing what others can't do, man. That's just how I always live my life. But yeah, man, shit, everybody all gone dipping, man, and I ain't finna be here too much longer either myself, man. I don't know where everybody at, but the Jules back. But yeah, man, all we can do is continue to keep trying to make strides each and every day, man. That's why we appreciate everybody that's tuning in, man. Like, y'all don't know, but like to me at least, like, just I feel like some kids out here really, really, really need to hear what we doing, to what we saying. Just our stories from our backgrounds, where we was, and then to where we're going. We ain't where we going yet. We ain't nowhere near close to our peak, and we just want y'all to get aboard. And this side is gonna be way more fruitful, way more stress free than trying to live that other lifestyle.
Definitely. Just like you say, the likes and all that type of stuff, when people do it for that, they talk about the death and they talk about the pain of everybody, and they're naming people like the Bronx bomber, and like you know what I'm saying? Like, so giving these real human beings animalistic type of fairyland character names that now people run with, and some of them believe this themselves now. Like, yeah, I'm the Grim Reaper. They talking about me on the radio. Like, I'm this one, I'm that one. And so it creates a sick mindset when someone commented that there's just pretty much a bunch of Judases out here, but not all of them are like that. That's the truth. Not everybody is a Judas out here. Like, if you have a crew, like I said, Hood, best, that grew up in a gang land territory, right? Went to school in it and lived in it. Now he's 13 years old. He's not interpreting the world. He or she is not interpreting the world like a person that grew up in the suburbs and had a proper education, private school, got to see nature, got to go to the botanical garden. It's a totally different world. So it's hard to place that judgment, that blanketed paint everybody with the same paintbrush judgment upon people. You have to understand the circumstance that people are going to do what they think that they need to do to survive. And until you can offer them a plate of food or a nice house or something that's not freezing, or it's going to be hard to get through to them, because they're going to, just like on here, they're going to think that they're getting lectured to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And in reality, without the action, it is a bunch of lecturing.
That's the hard part.
Yeah.
That's definitely the hard part.
Definitely.
No. But like, if you are as hungry for a better life as I am, then words are powerful. Words are knowledge, and if you can use them and latch on to some of the things that you feel like can be useful in your life, then do that. Like all the time, like don't be quick to look for somebody to have materialistic things, because this world, probably the people with the best hearts who would do the most for the world, maybe all the time they be the ones that hurt the most. Maybe they aren't the ones who get to live the luxury to being rich and living a lavish lifestyle, and that's okay. You got to be comfortable within your means and learn how to be comfortable without all the glitz and the glamour, because that shit is fake. That shit don't make you feel that much better, man. It really won't make you feel that much better. It's like, but in this consumer society, they glorify all the new tools and all the new things that you could have just because they want your dollar. But man, value your life and your time more than just wanting to feed an image that ultimately causes stress, because a lot of us be stressed when we can't dress this way. We be stressed when we can't, dress that way, and things of that nature. So, man, like, if once we start addressing the shit that affects us internally and really, be men and be women about our situations, and why we are actually hurting, we can grow. But then if we keep making excuses and keep lying to ourselves, telling us that, like, this is the cards that I was dealt, I can't do nothing but play them, we're gonna continue to fall victim to what we keep falling victim to. And that's
Definitely.
really all I gotta say for real.
Like, have you ever seen the movie Gattaca? You ever seen
Gattaca,
Gattaca?
nah.
If you, yeah, look, watch a movie Gattaca. It explains a lot, because nowadays it's really, you're gonna be classified by your income. It's really gonna go far beyond the skin color soon. You know what I mean? Once everything starts getting digital and things like this, people are going to base you on that number. And that's why someone was pushing the whole credit thing. But the credit thing is unfair as well. It's like we in a system where we got to kind of play by the rules in order to survive in a way. But you also have to recognize that it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? So if I get $1,000 and you telling me to pay you back 2,100 because I got the loan at a check cashing spot, that's oppression. You know what I'm saying? It's a different type of oppression. It's a different type of gang banging. It's a financial type of gang banging on your money, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so these things we have to do for selfhood. We have to do for self. In whatever way possible. And that way is to get your closest friends together. And in the same way back in the days that you would put money in on whatever you were to flip it, put that money to flip real estate, put that money to get you a little store. And the trust factor is the biggest thing that I think is severed in the Latino community, at least. It's hard to trust somebody with your money, you know what I mean, in America. And so you have to find people that you can trust on that level. Start small, and then other people will see that you guys are doing something positive, and they may want to join. And that's how anything starts. It starts small, you know what I mean? But it has to happen on a larger level. And because what is there out there? Liquor stores, gun ranges,
Abortion clinics.
yeah, abortion clinics and gas stations nowadays, because all the shops are turning to online. You know what I'm saying? So you have a few department stores, but there's really nothing out there for you other than things to destroy yourself, right? I'll give you one last hint about that, right? So as soon as COVID hit, when it first hit, everything was shut down, but the strip clubs were open and the liquor stores were open, right? So how is that an essential business?
It ain't essential. It's just they gotta keep getting paid. Uncle Sam gotta keep getting paid. He know that during those stressful times, the rate at which people gonna be getting drunk gonna be skyrocketed. So that was one business that they could not close. Mm-hmm. I know my sister get drunk, man. A person that drink, man, gonna drink every day, man. Like that should have been something that they should have closed. It's sad, bro. It's just they don't really care about our lives, man. We the people have to care about our own situations. We can vote whoever we vote in, and you ain't gonna really see too much effect on that on your life. I ask after all the voting that y'all done, that y'all 35 and up, has it ever played any factor in your day-to-day life? Probably not. So, like, I feel like we need to look towards some different strategies, some different tactics. So, I mean,
yeah, so like I can touch on a point that you just said. Tommy D said on the comments, if you have credit, you can get a loan, but you have to remember the credit and the loan that you're getting is from the same banks and people that redlined you out of that area for you to become poor in the first place to need that loan. You see how that is? It's hard to explain in a in a YouTube live in a very short time. But you thinking that people are doing favors for you, but it's all part of business. It's not a favor.
You don't want no loan, brother.
Nah.
Not unless
Especially
you got
with
a
the
business
interest
to
rates
be
right
able to
now.
pay it back.
Yeah, because if you can't pay back that loan, they calling your job. They're gonna get their money.
No, they're gonna get their money. Uncle Sam don't play. But hey, that's all I got for y'all today, man. I gotta, you feel me, get to my nightly duties, man. Niggas got work. So it was nice talking to you, my boy Jules. always,
Always.
I get a kick out of, hearing your wisdom, bro. Like I said, I love being able to disciple with the older, bro. And you bring a lot to the table, bro, that I appreciate, bro. So I love you, my dude. I
Love you
hope you
too,
have a
bro.
good night, bro. And I love y'all out there, man. Y'all like, subscribe, and man, make sure y'all pray tonight, man. I ain't trying to push no religion on y'all, but pray for your own life, for your own well-being, for God to boost your level of thinking, to put you in a different. That's what I did. I always prayed to God. I always, kept him, just telling him, help me see things different than what I've been shown my whole upbringing. I want different. I want a better life for myself and my family. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that, man. Praise the Most High. Definitely. And love, my boy. I'm gonna get out with you.
All right, cool. Love.
All right, brother.
Yep. Of course, we need money to make money. That's you already know that. But it's all about how you get it. You can't just get the money in any type of way and just think that like the PPP loans. Like people got the loans and now they owe money and then you could face time. So it's not worth it a lot of times to put yourself out there if you're not in a state where you're responsible enough to fulfill your obligation. That's what I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing with you. You have to be skeptical out here. Most definitely. Shout out to all parts of Chicago as well. Shout out to New York, Pittsburgh. Yeah, so man, keep the comments coming. And yeah, this is what we got to do. Like we said, we give you the information first, and then we want your mind to open up as to why these things are happening. That's the gist of it. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why we're not trying to be preachy to you or whatever. We give you the news, and then we give you ways to interpret that news and to not just get the news and become traumatized by it. There's ways that there's help out there for you, that you could really talk about it openly, especially on a forum like this. Just talk about it openly, express how you feel. People may not agree with you. You may get disrespected because it is a public forum in the comments and stuff like that, but don't take it personal. You know what I mean? This is a digital world. There's a lot of people, a lot of fake accounts, a lot of trolls, a lot of different things like that. So you don't want to take everything personal. No, I don't stay in New York now. No, I used to, but not anymore. You most definitely need money to make money. Yeah, that's a Mr. M Click TV. That is a good point. Like he's saying that pretty much people buy a bunch of fashion things to look good on the outside, but they don't get themselves a truck or they don't try to get other real estate options or invest in gold and different types of this. And I think that's a good point that you made right there. It's because we're caught up in the material world and we want to look flashy all the time. You know what I mean? We see it on the commercials all the time. We see other people and we become like walking billboards in a way, where you become attached to a certain brand or whatever, and now they have a free marketing budget on your back or on your shirt. And so we got to be careful with getting like that too, where we love one brand over another and stuff like that. So I understand the fashion, the love of it, and the styles and stuff is it's very understandable. So just to touch on your point, but it is wasting all of our money. Yeah, definitely, trucking is a good business. Yeah, gold is expensive, but you can go all the way back to ancient times until now. Gold will always be that commodity that you want to have. And for the Muslims, it's sunnah. I feel like the Bible. Somebody asked, "How do you feel about the Bible?" I feel like the Bible was pure in the form that it came to Jesus, peace be upon him, and then through politics, through Constantinople, there's something called the Council of Nicaea, that happened in 1490, where then you get the Trinity introduced into the field. And so you had certain chapters thrown out of the Bible, certain chapters were added into the Bible. And so we believe that the Quran came to purify that. You know what I mean? That's why we believe it's the last revelation. That it has a lot of the same stories. We believe in the same prophets. The only difference is that we believe Allah is one, and a Christian will believe that Allah is three, or that Allah has a son. So that's all. So it's no disrespect towards the Bible, but we believe that the Quran came to kind of finalize that story in its proper way. Cool, man. I appreciate all these comments. We got a lot of people on here. Yeah, but the thing about it, Click TV, is that interest is what I'm trying to say. The Federal Reserve and different organizations want you to get caught up in the interest part of it. So that loan that is $20,000 up front, it sounds beautiful, but when the time comes that your business didn't kick off and thing, now you back to bankruptcy, or you back to square one, and you have that 20,000 hanging over your head, it's not an easy day, bro. Jordan Mob, you know that we say that. Alhamdulillah. Isa was his real name. And he wasn't light skinned like you see in the pictures, because he came from Palestine, from that area. He had kinky hair, was kind of looked like a Puerto Rican, with today a little bit darker. And yes, Jesus was real. He was actually was willing to battle as well, and he spoke the truth to the Pharisees of their time. That those were like the Jewish leaders of their time, and they were united with the Roman Empire. And so when Jesus came, he came in a time when things were not going so well, and so he said what he needed to say, and he was the Messiah. So peace be upon Jesus. Isa alayhi salam. Man, this thing is jumping over here. Yeah, your business will always kick off with the right resources as long as you utilize them correctly and have the right people around you. That's why I appreciate my family. My family is always on me when I'm thinking that I'm doing something so good. You kind of get trapped in your own thoughts at times, and you think you're just doing good for the whole world. And sometimes you need your family and your closest friends to put you back on that straight path, so to speak. But definitely, and that's why I always push the money. I always say it, that the resources is at least in America, right? The resources here in this country are what they consider God, not us. But that's what businesses and other people consider God. So if you're a dark skinned, purplish black tinge, if you walk into a building with $1 million, it doesn't matter to them, right? In the same way that if you're light skinned like how I am, and you walk into that same building, high class, for $1, they're throwing you out the door. You see, so it's based in this country is based on money. So that's why I always push that you have to get your money right in this country, because it will help you. It's like if you're hurt, and we know the situation in this country is hurt a little bit, you need crutches at times. And so money is what's going to help you in that way, as long as you have a good intention with that money and you're not just using it for clout. That's the reality. It depends, Supreme, on what language you're talking about. So I understand your point. Yeah, this is not infomercial Click TV for your business, bro. I'm gonna just be real with you. You've kind of put that too many times now. All right, keep them comments coming. We got about 10 minutes left. God bless you too. Yeah, that whole history is a false history, really. It really is. That which is being taught in schools and stuff like that. You have to be careful with a narration like that. And it's not the only way. Nini, can you wipe Click TV's nose, please? The decision to change, it hits a lot of us at different times. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's a life changing event. Sometimes you get hurt. Sometimes you could hurt someone else, and you want to change your life now. And sometimes it's just depression and suicidal thoughts. You know, there's many different scenarios of why a person wants to change. I changed. Remember, I told you the story about when I just didn't want to sell no more. I didn't want to live that life anymore, and so I didn't. I had the heart enough to not do it anymore, and so that's how I changed. The really rich, they don't need to wear the designer or the jewelry because they make it. A lot of them, and they do amongst themselves, but they're obviously not going to come out with, $1 million chain with a jewels on it. It wouldn't be smart. All right, y'all. I gotta get going. I love y'all. Thank you for coming onto the podcast, and we appreciate you. Trenches News always. Swiper sends his love. Hood, appreciate you. We appreciate you always for being on the show. 039 Freaky, we appreciate you. For really, you got very personal, and so that was a blessing for us to hear that come from you, being so well known in your area. So we appreciate you always. We appreciate you getting sentimental a bit, and much love to everybody. Peace and blessings be upon you all. Peace.